Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's definitely smart. I can remember one year racing with an aero helmet, one year without it, and definitely feeling a lot cooler and more comfortable for that marathon. Not having a full aero helmet that's not letting your head breathe. So,
yeah.
That's
a good thing to get into in the interview, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. All right, so let's dive into it because we can cover all these fun things too. So I don't want to keep you guys because I know you also have busy things to do, like go get nervous and excited about all this stuff. All right, so TriStar Athletes, I'm here with Mitch West and JF, Jean-Francois, and both these guys are racing this weekend's Ironman World Championships. And both these guys are super rock stars in their respective age groups, and they've taken a few moments to spend some time telling me about their thoughts for the race. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about each one of them, but first, why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Go ahead, Mitch. So, West, I'm from Connecticut. Race at the top, 49 years old, of men's 45, 49. So, and qualified like classic, where I've qualified. And yeah, this will be my time racing here. Not qualified. Yeah, I'm excited that I've ever feel extremely fortunate, just grateful to be out here. I know it takes a good deal of luck every year too. So yeah, just super excited.
So I'll throw my 2 cents in there, and that Mitch, this is like you said, what number time? 6th time?
This is the 9th time I've qualified and the 8th time that I'll race here.
Wow. So I remember when I first moved to New York, and they said you're not a native New Yorker until you've lived there for at least 7.
Sorry, I lost your volume there.
You're not a native New Yorker until you're at least there for 7 years or something like that. I think at this point you're a native Hawaiian at this point. And gosh, man, maybe you want to give some of the other guys in your age group a chance to like come and race once in a while. It might be nice to just give them a break. But so Mitch has been racing there a long time, knows this course inside and out. I think you've had the great races. You've also had the bad races to boot. So Mitch is definitely certifiable. And Mitch raced Lake Placid, won his age group a couple of years ago. So he is a formidable guy to race with. So, Jean-Francois, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm Jean-Francois. I'm from Montreal. I was qualified in Mont Tremblant 2 months ago. So it's for me, everything is new. It's my first time coming here. I'm new in the 50 years old age, so 50 to 54. I was lucky enough to be picked in the roll down. I finished 7 in Mont Tremblant, so I'm happy to be here. But everything is new. And the heat is very special here. So the first few days I had some issue with the heat. Now it's getting okay, but it's still hot. And I'm looking forward to try that course. It seems incredible. The water is beautiful. The bike run is more hilly than I thought. It will be challenging with the wind also. And for the run, my God, the heat will be a challenge, that's for sure. So I have a lot of questions about, how to prepare for that kind of race that will be, I think, very difficult for the body.
Yeah, I think the first time you race Hawaii, it's kind of just the sense of being there and learning how to cope and manage in the heat is certainly a trick. And, Mitch can attest to that. It's one of these things where the heat builds from the inside throughout the day, and you got to find ways to dissipate that heat, whether it's through ice under the cap on the run, cooling your legs off with water, the aero helmet like you were talking about before, instead of using that, a regular helmet, a lot of different things. But no doubt everybody's got to go through the same stuff. So it's a tough race, no doubt. And I think hydration is a big part of it too. Staying hydrated and drinking up even when you're maybe not needing it early on. So let's talk a little bit. Maybe Mitch, tell us a little bit about kind of your strategy, maybe this year, maybe versus years past, and what you want to accomplish.
Yeah, so I mean, just to the point we were just talking about. I've had some decent races here. I've definitely had some bad ones. I think all of the bad ones have been on the side, just not managing the heat well. So just basically going too hard, ending up racing at a heart rate that is unsustainable. So you think you're racing based on even a power number, or God forbid, miles per hour or something, and you're not cognizant of the fact that you're cooking and your heart rate is high and you're not staying hydrated. Then the chances of having some a nuclear meltdown happen are pretty good. So yeah, I mean that's something hopefully I've learned a little bit over the years is haven't always done it well, but the salt, the electrolytes, staying on top of that, and I'm someone who really as races like to have a lot of bars for my calories, and here I'm really switching more over the years to just varied and liquid calories. I'm getting the calories and salt pills on top of that. But and then the other thing I think about again is just the pacing of it. That the first 50 miles, the first the weight that man, it's just doubly important here to stay within yourself.
Right.
There's the fittest men and women on the planet. So, you're going to get by a lot of people, and that can be hard.
Yeah.
Tendency to push that power up, and it's just fool's errand. I mean, it's Ironman is a long day, but out here, the penalty for overshooting that power,
you definitely pay it back later on in the day. And I would say one of the things to the uninitiated in your first trip there, especially for you, JF, to think about is everybody has this major unbridled enthusiasm, it being the World Championships, and the same physiology applies to any Ironman you've ever done before. The same concepts. It's just on a world stage. And so the first 56 miles of this bike ride, you're going to see people launching past you. And my recommendation is let them go. Mitch is super good at reeling everybody back in at the end of these races. I always respectfully see him passing a lot of athletes that are very strong later in the day. And I would say, especially with Kona, what's kind of tricky is the winds are low early in the race, and then they pick up at Hawi, and they're kind of blowing hard out there, or maybe not. It could be in your face, it could be from the side, and so you just got to be ready for all those eventualities. But at the end of the day, you got to run really well off the bike, and when it's that kind of heat, you just got to really respect it. And so I think that trying to time the winds or anything like that is, like Mitch said, kind of a fool's errand. Yeah. So I've got a couple of fun questions for you. Mitch, so both of you guys are really self-coached, right? Plus or minus.
I plus or minus. Yeah, I have a coach that give me some things to do, but for the training, I'm doing on my own.
Right, and I think what's really interesting about having both of you guys and talking to both of you guys is that from the perspective of knowing the red line is really difficult in both training and racing. So first of all, much respect to both of you guys for that, because I don't think it's a very easy way to qualify these days or stay on top and be able to do that. And you, JF, you came to our training camp. I was very impressed with the amount of volume and the work effort that you put in at Lake Placid. And Mitch, that's also a place that you do most of your training too. Like every year you're up there not only racing but training up there. you guys think there's some secret magic up in Lake Placid that gets you to Kona, or what?
That's a good question. I love to go to when I went to Lake Placid. I love it there. It was a difficult weekend for me over there. It was hot also, no, it was the peak of my training over there. And with my coach Guillaume, we had a peak that was being in those weekends, and I did it quite well over there. I was happy, but it's a tough course in Placid. I had some issue of running over there because it's kind of hilly. It was also heat, so
yeah.
But it was in fact it was the best weekend of training I had this year. It was over there.
Yeah. Well,
I'm surfing on it. I'm still surfing on it.
Well, I hope you come again next year because we enjoyed having you there. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And then, Mitch, your Lake Placid race. So you trained with one of our athletes, Jeff Schleppe, who another strong bike rider. And I was cueing you off of him throughout the day, and he was tagging up to you, trying to catch you in that first loop of the bike, and you went by. You went by all relaxed and all, zenned out, and he just looked serious as all get up, in the aero bars. And I just remember thinking, I think he's already nuked. And, this was kind of like the tortoise and the hare kind of deal. But much love to Jeff. He's a superstar athlete, and he did have a great race. Wasn't the exact race he dreamed of, but tell us a little bit about some of the things that you've tried on the bike, either in Kona or Lake Placid, that you've learned in Ironman racing.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's your worst races that you learn from. So, I mean, my DNF in Lake Placid 2015 was probably the most important race I've ever done because everybody always eating French fries post race. You sit around and your guy
Hey, Mitch, take 2 steps closer to the Wi-Fi. We're missing every other word. Mitch, come a little closer to the Wi-Fi. Yeah.
I don't. Let's see if I can move a little bit closer over here.
That's better. Wherever you're moving, stay there. Keep going.
Okay. I'll go on the side over here. So just saying that basically, long story short, is 2015. I just nuked the bike basically, and another 10 high heart rate. But it kind of let's see what will happen. And I told what would happen is you can't run, or I couldn't run off of that type of effort. Just just parts. And then that was 2015, and then I DNF'd here in 16 or 17. Just didn't get nearly enough salt, didn't drink enough. Dropped out at mile 20 of the run. On the scale at medical, I lost 12 pounds.
Yeah,
that's a 1, 2. 12 pounds.
I remember seeing you and thinking, this is not the same human being that started this race, because I stayed with you and you look like a shell. I mean, you were just, the lights were not on. I was talking and they were going right through.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's salt, hydration, and pacing. And again, all of these things are true for every race. It's just that here, it's a factor of 10 for all of those. That because of the humidity, because of your inability to just eat, it doesn't matter. But what I learned the very first year I came is being able to acclimate to the heat and then race it properly, which mostly means back off. And before, I mean, run down we. This is not. You've never run.
Mitch, we're catching every other word, unfortunately, here.
No,
Yeah, sorry about that. But listen, JF, tell us something. Are you nervous?
Strangely, I'm okay actually. I think I was more nervous in Tremblant because I wanted to qualify. So, no, I will be nervous later on today when I will go and put my bikes and all the stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow morning will be crazy for me. Swimming in the ocean will be something new for me for a triathlon. So I'm looking forward to live that and enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
So I don't have any expectation about times or anything. I'm just here to do the best I can and learn a lot. I'm here. I learned a lot since the last 5-6 days I'm here. I train with a lot of different coaches and different people, and everybody is very, very kind. So I love it here, seriously.
Yeah.
But I'm not nervous too much. I think I'm okay.
That's-
You should ask Julie. Julie think I'm nervous thing.
Really? Well, you got to have a little
I
bit
think
of
she's
nerves.
more nervous than me.
Well, a little bit of nerves is okay, I mean, that's kind of understandable, but yeah, I mean, if it's your first trip there, right, it's just all about enjoying it, checking out the dolphins on the swim and, just enjoying the sea life. And, then it gets down to some work, certainly on the bike and the run. But no, Mitch has got the real pressure. He's got the one to be nervous over there. But no, he's also got all the experience. So both you guys look super relaxed. You look really ready to race this thing. I posed this question to our Instagram feed and asked them, I said, if you had the choice to race 1 mile longer, you had to choose 27.2 miles or a 25.2 mile marathon, but it'd be 10 degrees hotter, which would you choose and why?
That's easy. 10 degrees hotter? Give me another mile. No, 10 degrees. You could have said 2 degrees. I would have taken another mile. No.
Well, I guess
I took another mile also because each 10 degrees are incredibly tough to run.
Yeah.
It's exponential, with the heat and the run.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys both passed your test, so you can race on race this weekend. So, no, listen, thanks very much, both of you guys, for being here. I wish you a great race. Any thoughts that you have for our athletes who might be watching and thinking, hey, I want to be at that race someday and participating on a world level like you guys are, which is fantastic.
Well, for me, it's a journey. It's a little bit each year. There's no magic. You have to work. You have to do your stuff. I try to get a balance in my life, not just in triathlon, but in work with the family. I have 3 boys, 3 kids. I try to be balanced in all of this, and it's a journey. If you want to go, I'm happy because now that's the thing that you have in triathlon. When you're getting older, it's easier to go to Kona. So let's wait 50, 55, maybe 60, but you can do it. It's feasible.
I have a feeling.
Even I don't. I'm not like Mitch. Mitch, when he come here every year, and I don't think I have. For me, it's a privilege to be here this year. But it's feasible for anybody who wants to do it, and easily but slowly, year by year.
Nice.
It's baby steps.
Yeah. Mitch, how about you?
Yeah, that's easy. Don't take it too seriously. We're swimming and biking and running. Those are children's sports, and if you take yourself too seriously or the sports too seriously, you have lost the forest for the trees. This is about, if you want to do this the rest of your life, you better enjoy swimming, biking, and running. If you're stressing yourself out and thinking this is actually important, you're missing the plot. So enjoy riding your bike, run.
Yeah, I think that's pretty philosophically said. All I know is that if you're 70 years old and you make it to the 70-year-old age group and you're in Kona, you're not allowed to wear and go to the underpants run in those underwear anymore. Sorry. Sorry. No, that's it. At the age of 70, they don't let you wear underwear anymore. Not at least the underpants running.
You will be surprised. I saw some of them 2 days ago.
Oh man! No, thanks guys very much for the discussion. Just hang around for a minute. I'll stop the recording here.